everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. So now let's head a couple hours west of us on Interstate 4 to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now they'll run it on the toss. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Newton on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback that you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Oh, the Bucs swarm in and they block it. Now this will be picked up inside the 40. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Back to throw, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A second down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Winston from the gun on third down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Still first down.
At the end of 1, it's the Bucs with the early lead. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the... Following the penalty, Martin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Vernon Butler in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. To throw, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Rick Lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They come out here in the eye. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. He's going to get the football. And he's got some space here. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 47 yards. Great run by Martin. We saw it even better when last year 85 yards was the longest run by a running back a year ago.
And when you can run it that distance, you get to choose your own nickname. Doug Martin wants a nickname different from the one that people have given him. He can pick his own now.
By the way, if you're wondering who had a longer run, Mariota had 87 yards last year on a run.
Encroachment defense.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
A first down throw for Winston. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Winston now. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Oh, soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Newton now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the air. Newton on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Again, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second and 10, Newton again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. 3rd quarter now. Fielded about a yard deep. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Martin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And a 10th carry here for Martin.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Offensive mistake pushes him back. Now it's 2nd and a little bit longer. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Looking for Randall and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out here in the eye. To throw on second down is Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Winston from the gun on third down. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, it's Martin. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Goes underneath to Martin, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it?
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Suckup for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Winston with a give to Martin. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third down and 8 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And Benjamin seems to be in some pain. You see him there, still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Great job, Keith. Great job.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. First down, Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this is Randall here over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ebron. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
There's a complete to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Jameis now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding offense.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Third down now following the run. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Evans is alone to his right. 2nd down, Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And as the numbers show, last week good, this week not as good. My question to you, you ready?
Yes, please hit me.
Why?
Because last week, he was able to find the seams in defenses, and the ball was delivered before a second guy could get there and make a play on it. This week, those seams aren't even there.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
4 down. Ready. Move ready. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Bring it.
Winston to throw for it. Muscles him off. His pass caught at the 4. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because...
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
4 down. Check.
Throwing here, Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Newton to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a two-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. The numbers tell the story. Not the best start, but it's not often how you start, it's how you finish. And since that start, he's been good.
Can you just imagine what was going on in the locker room with the defensive coordinator? Because things were working so well. His game plan was in effect. They were holding him down. He was off his game. But you just know that he was nervous at halftime because you don't hold a guy like that down for very long. And in this case, his fears were realized.
Goes underneath to Martin. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go now. White 25. Black 59.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start. Offense.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. 6 yards to go here on second down. Winston. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Jameis to throw it. Hits his target, Reuben Randall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he connects with Ebron. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And quickly, they get to the line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Evans is alone to his right. Now Winston. And this is Randall here over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. Here's Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Winston to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.